Welcome back. It is all aboard time for How Not to Game with Kelly Jack. And this is the Simutrans Pak64 Germany or German First Try sessions. Episode 28. Actual 28 this time. Okay. I did take one of the two carts, the last of the T1s, off this line because it didn't take, apparently. And then I canceled both of those coaches because they were running empty. And I'll show you that here. We go to road. You'll see that the Jennifer and Port coach and the Guest House and Port coach both are now abandoned temporarily. Down the road, if we need them, we'll use them. So I won't erase the lines, but I will leave them empty for now. Looking it over, everything's looking pretty good. And this will be the end for today, at least. Or this week, possibly. Though I may come back to Germany tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Saturday. If I have the energy after the 2 episodes that are scheduled to drop on Saturday in Expanding Worlds, which are 98 and 99. Again, episode 100 will be on the 7th, so you'll have a full week to vote in the poll that we have up in the posts section here on the DIFA Directs landing page. Click on that name to get to that, and take a peek at the poll, decide and vote how you feel I should be punished, or if I should be punished for having sort of overstepped the rules and served mail in communities. Haven't seen but one vote. Would like to see more than one vote. And no, I'm not the vote. Even though it seems to say, yeah, let him keep it. That's not the way I would vote myself. Believe it or not, I had something much nastier. Go down to the comments. See what I proposed for myself. You might agree with that and say, oh no, yeah, we want to see us shrink the map. See if it crashes the game. Take away some of your service area. So I'm just kind of watching how things are going, looking at finances more than anything else. We're in May, it's not looking good, but we have something going on here. An uptick has begun, an upward trend. So, maybe this is a turnaround. Could this be our inflection point where we're starting to bend it back up to go above 0 for OpProf? That would be a good question, and hopefully we'll find out before next week. Next week's schedule is out too. It's written in the video description on my face video where I announce about the poll. So feel free to check those out. I'll even, you know what, I'll link it at the end of this so you can do the link to that video to bring that guy up. Well, you know, things are looking pretty good. Not perfect, but better than they have been for a while. Let's take a look at some of the lines we know are problematic. Sheffield and Swansea stage line is running, because of that train now, almost empty. So you know what? Matter of fact, they are all empty. Let's go ahead and start doing a withdraw all. We'll leave the line there in case we need it down the road. But we've abandoned another line. And you know what else we're going to do? We're going to do something fun. We're going to take a page from from our other guys, and if we terminate a line, we will show when we terminated the line from now on, so that we know at the end of the game how many lines we terminated along the way. When did we terminate them? Might have been interesting to know, just like we know when the expanding worlds, when they started. So we can see if there was growth and then a termination, or whether it was just a termination, or did we split it? Did we combine it with another route? Maybe I'll start doing that on all my routes, doing that kind of thing. It will require shorter names, that's for certain. And let's see. Only one on that one. Kind of looking for anything that's got more than one. And here we've got several. And you know what? I'm just going to kick 2 of them off right now. Retire and retire. We only have one stage line making money and one road, the barrel runner, in town. Ugh. And again, we have all those yellow lines right there. Look at all those yellow lines. And even the Dasher has not made money in a while, and he's coming up on that magic point where trips stop occurring. He's at the 2-month mark. I think it's when it gets all of this says no trips. That's when it says it's a cash losing line. Going up profit, we've been losing money on that route. It might be time to start looking at, is there a better, cheaper engine yet? Or when that next engine comes in. Let's look at the next engines. So go to the list of all, go to rail, and we're going to kind of scroll down and see when things change here in the near future. There's our first whites. Okay. 1904, we get the electrics. That may be the point in time to start kicking things apart, because at 48 passengers, that's probably going to match in just one car. So it's the ET, the electric train 184.0. And we might see if it can pull other trains or whether it can only run with others of its type. 1906, we get our next engine after that, which is the DRG BR38. 100 kilometer an hour, but look at that price tag. Oh, yeah, not one we're going to want there. 45 at 1602. Wow. The electrics actually seem to be much better. Car carriers, and then there's the P10, pricey as all get out. Still pricey on the electrics at that point, still pricey. Much pricier to take and run steam in this game. It is to try to force you to the electrics. Though some of those electrics, just as bad. Steam, electric, and we should see a diesel here, I would hope. There's our first diesel, and that's the first one that comes back down into affordable range. And that's the Collin BRV 36 in 1937. Wow. We got a ways to go to that. That's 38 years down the road. 37 years. Huh? Good point. Good point. So there's not really anything to change it to. But we can start looking at those short little lines like that one, where we've got the rail down. Lay that electrification and run those first electric trains on those little lines. Because those guys, that's the Dasher right there, right? Yeah. He has a capacity of 112. I guarantee you, we have not been utilizing that. So I think putting him down, cutting him down to that $4, worth it. He'll run more frequently. More frequently increases ridership. Good idea. In fact, we're going to lay the electrical lines now, knowing that we're on insolvency insurance, so that we don't have to mess with it at a later point in time. And this will be our last episode, as I said, for the night. Matter of fact, this is going to be my last action for the night. Oh, we don't have electrifications yet. Let me see if that provides the electrification. I don't think it does. I think we're going to see an electrification drop in at some point soon. So that is a nice, to have the telegraph wires, a nice little add-on. Let's go ahead and do the way object remove. So we can't lay the electricity way in advance. We'll have to see. It might be that the telegraph is what provides the electricity. I doubt it, though. What else can we take a peek at? Well, it'd be interesting to know is aircraft. So we can think about whether we want to do aircraft when they come along. And those come in 1912. We get our first aircraft. It's the LZ-10 Zeppelin. Dirigible. And then the full-on Zeppelin, the real Zeppelin, is in 28. Okay, and then 2 mail carrier planes. First passenger plane in 32 and 36 for the DC-3. So 32, 36 is when passenger air takes in. All right. I think this is a good spot to stop for the night. I'm Callie Jack. I hope you have a better week. For those of you who only watch the German episodes, I'd like to again thank all the new subscribers this past week, all 7 of you. Welcome aboard. Hope that I keep you and keep you entertained. If nothing else, learn from my mistakes, guys. Learn from my mistakes. Have a better day than I'm having.